All right, y'all. So since I've started YouTube, there've been so many damn marketing brands trying to pump fake me to try and sell me nonsense, man. The only company that I trust that I've seen put in work to get niggas more damn followers is Make You Famous. Obviously, everyone needs a strong marketing team around them. So far, Make You Famous has met my expectations. If you do music, if you sell things, if you model, or like me, you just do YouTube, then they'll do what you're looking for. You know what I mean? And grow your following pretty quickly. So if that's what you're looking for, click the link below, email them to see all subscription deals. You feel what I'm saying? And no, I'm not being paid to say this shit, man. It's your boy Banks. Come on now. All I do is true talks. You feel me? What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks. And I'm back in the building. You feel me? It's True Talks. Cause True Talks. All right, let's get straight right into it. All right, so we're gonna be talking in this video basically about the Chris Paul, James Harden beef that's basically going on right now. You already know. So there's a lot of things happening. You already know, because if you've been following right now, Chris Paul and James Harden are not the best of friends right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, media is gonna make it worse, but they're not clicking. So they had their window. KD got injured. That's the context. Game 5, suss the runs. Steph Curry splashy, if you ask me. They're down now 3-2. You would think they're going to pull it out to game 7 because they were saying last year, without Chris Paul got injured. Don't forget, Chris Paul's the reason. He's the one who cooked when James Harden's palms were sweaty. They said Chris Paul got injured. He's the one who took over. Chris Paul got injured. They would have won. That was the narrative. That's what would happen. So now KD got injured. Chris Paul is there. You should win, boy. You should win. Show me. Oh. James Harden cooking, doing his step backs, but once it's fourth quarter, the offense is terrible. If you actually take it in and go to the context and go watch the plays, they were actually moving the ball better. They were actually Chris Paul was facilitating. He was eating. Tucker, everybody was going to work. Gordon was going to work when James Harden was actually on the bench. Hence why Chris Paul is mad going. Let him stay on the bench. Let him stay on the bench. Don't suss the runs. Don't suss the momentum. That's what was happening. At the end of the game, James Harden has the ball in his hand. Chris Paul's in the corner on the 45. James Harden step back, susses the runs, brick, passes it to Gordon last second. He's trying to do floater misses. Like, it's just helter-skelter offense. Terrible offense. One of the worst offenses I've actually seen, because James Harden, the offense was for you to step back and do what you do. But when your palms are sweaty, now you're passing the clutch. So clearly now that created turmoil, because Chris Paul, you gotta understand, the context is Chris Paul is a guy who is like, you know what? I'm a playmaker. You get what I'm saying? This is what I do. Chef Boyardee, I cook and I pass. You get what I'm saying? This is what I do. If you know, the man at 19, 11, 19, 20 and 10, that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He gets buckets if you love it, and he passes. You know what I mean? That's what he does. So he's the ultimate facilitator, the ultimate playmaker. Now you want me to be on the 45? You want me to be in the corner? I'm okay with it. But just know, if it does not work, I told you, give me the rock I can carry. Give me the rock I can facilitate. Because I've been a great. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. So he's actually mad. He's hella cheese. He's like, what's going on here? Like, we play this way. This is James Harden. 10 on the, he dribbles for 20 seconds. Passes out, can't do it. And you know what I'm saying? Or he hits a 1-2, or then he misses. No, then tries to do the floater, tries to draw a foul, tries to get Capella. But it's terrible. But Golden State good teams are gonna lock that up. Clearly, it's not working. He's like, it's not working. The reason we were, and they said it's because I got injured that we didn't win, is because I was cooking. Give me the rock. I'm ready. It's more proper. I'm a server. I'm like hot spaghetti. You get what I'm saying? So he's mad. They're arguing. Now it's turmoil. Now clearly James Harden's like, it's you or me. And I know what sus is when Chris Paul got injured, James Harden was going to work. Literally his usage rate was like one of the highest I've ever seen. It was literally all him. PJ Tucker gets the rebound, give it to Harden, he brings it up. Austin Rivers gets rebound, give it to Harden, he brings it up. Anybody who got the rebound, no matter if you can ball handle, no matter if you can do what you do, even Gordon gets the rebound, give it to Harden, bring it up. Literally, it was just Harden or die. That's literally what it was. Now it's hard for him to break out of that because he's doing all these numbers. He's going into Kobe echelon. He's going into Jordan echelon. He's going into Chamberlain echelon. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard for the ego to suppress that when now Chris Paul comes back. He's like, look what I do. And not only that, they were actually winning. Remember, they had a terrible record to start the season. People wrote them off. Oh, Ariza's gone. Mamba Mute is gone. Then they came back because Harden actually carried them. So you can't blame Harden for being like, this is what we doing. It worked. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So now it goes, now is literally is I blame D'Antoni because obviously the system's supposed to control that, but D'Antoni just shies away from everything. Game of Zones is actually right. He just shies away from everything, tells him it's analytics, and he's out. You know what I'm saying? Right now in this moment, I can see why both is mad, but I'm gonna take Chris Paul's side because at the end of the day, look, this shit is terrible, man. It's actually terrible. And it wouldn't be terrible. At the end of the day, the offense wasn't the issue. It's just that you don't do this in the clutch. You don't do this when it matters. Your palms are sweaty because when the regular season it works, but when the clutch and in the playoffs, when it's supposed to be time, your palms are sweaty. So he knows the truth, and he's like, if your palms are sweaty, just give me the rock. I'm ready, man, and let's go. And Chris Paul he'll make the right assist, he'll make the right play, he'll do the floater, he'll look off, mid-range pull up, like he'll get buckets, man, and he'll pass to the right man. I'm telling y'all, man, that's who he is. And clearly, when we seen it last year, the year before last year, when he went down with the hamstring, we've seen this. You know what I'm saying? So even though James Harden was cooking this year, at the end of the day, even in the playoffs versus Golden State, he was doing a 1-2 cook, but it still was low field goal percentages. Not only that, when it mattered, he did not do it. It was like once in a blue moon. Come on, man, that's context. So right now it's tough, man. The thing is about Chris Paul though, you signed that money. Obviously, you took the money. They rewarded him, saying it was because of you that we actually in the position. We feel like we have you, we could beat them. We're one step away. So they gave him all that money and rewarded him. But at the end of the day, now it got even worse. You even lost without KD. So it's like everything is going to you. They're breaking up. But at the end of the day, you're stuck with each other. So they have to figure it out. This is the one window they have. They have to figure it out because this is the one window they have. There's no Clay. KD might leave, but even if he stays, there's no KD. This is the window. I don't care about no damn Lake. This is the window. This is your window. Come on, y'all got to get it right, man. Get it right. So that's what I think they're trying to do. I don't know. There's too much hearsay and all of this stuff. It's hard to believe what's actually true. All as I know is that they're butting heads. You could see it. You could even see it on the court. You can see when Chris Paul has the ball. James Harden is not even at the 3-point line. He's standing at half court. Like you could see within the game. You can see it because James Harden wants to do it his way. Chris Paul wants to do it my way. So you can see that they're butting heads. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we'll see if they figure that shit out. But it's just that offense that they run with that James Harden is actually terrible. It's actually ugly, man. It's so garbage. It's like you can't be dribbling for 20s. Like I understand you want to cook in here and James Harden play off ball, man. You're the shooting guard. Context is Chris Paul. You don't have Pat Beverly as your point guard. It's Chris Paul. God damn, yo. Wake up. Wake up. My goodness. You can catch and shoot better than Chris Paul can. Why is Chris Paul doing it? Same thing with LeBron. What's wrong with you guys? This selfishness, man. God damn, yo. What is that? And obviously the media is going to take James Harden's side, but it's okay. I know the truth. I see the play style. I see the context at the end of the day. And D'Antoni, man, the offense is garbage. But at the end of the day, it was working. So you can't be mad. It was working. The only problem that changed from regular season to playoffs was James Harden. That just tells you enough. You know what I'm saying? It just tells you enough. They can't move Chris Paul. It just came out. There's literally 0 teams interested. The man's making bare money. At least 40 mil each year for the next 3 years. It's actually bare money. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing they could do. No one's picking that up. You're not trading nobody. There's no need to trade nobody. At the end of the day, just sign a 1-2 shooter. Even if you have the same exact team, it's just hard. The only thing that's the problem is Harden doesn't translate to the playoffs. So clearly you got to change the way regular season you can play one way and change the way you play in the playoffs. A lot of teams do that. Harden is not that guy. I'm telling you now. He's not that guy in the clutch. He's not that guy. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. He's not that guy in the clutch, man. He's not that guy. I'm trying to tell y'all. Come on, man. Y'all better understand something. You better understand. I know, bruh. When True talks, you listen, man. When True talks, you listen. Chris Paul has the dog. Chris Paul has the fight. Chris Paul has all of that. But he's such a pure playmaker at heart that he likes actually getting the assists more than he likes scoring. So the time sometimes you need him, get a bucket, Chris Paul. Get a bucket, Chris Paul. He's actually dying. You know what I'm saying? It's like he is his own worst enemy. He kills himself. He susses himself because if he actually just says, I'm not passing, I'm getting bucket. I've seen him get buckets. I've seen him drop. I'm telling y'all, I've seen it. You've seen it versus Golden State too. But then eventually he goes, let me get him. Oh, Blake Griffin, we need you. You know what I'm saying? James Harden, we need you. You know what I'm saying? And he's his own worst enemy because the playmaker is just at heart. That's who he is. That's actually who he is. There's got to be a mesh when they're both on together. You don't have to like each other. Kobe and Shaq, they liked each other, but they followed each other, but they respected each other, man. Because at the end of the day, it's about buckets. Real recognize, real respect each other. James Harden gets buckets. Regardless of what you say about him, he gets buckets and he's eating with the stats. 36 points per game, my God. He's still eating regardless. You got to feed him. So at the end of the day, you got to mesh. And I know Chris Paul wants to do it his way where like, yo, I see you. Let me facilitate. I've been a great. Drift in a corner, dime. You can spot up, catch. But you know James Harden, anytime he catches it, I need my rhythm. Travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he wants to do. Now, at the end of the day, he gets buckets, but like, it's hard to, you hardly see James Harden catch and shoot. So there has to be some type of meshing. Has to be some type of bonding, something, man. And that's where D'Antoni as a coach is getting exposed because chemistry issues. You need to fix that. That's on you too. That's on you too. You see what happened to Brad Stevens? That's on you too. James Harden, you gotta adjust, man. Listen to Chris Paul. He's the veteran. He knows what he's talking about. Please, can we? James Harden, man. God damn, in the clutch, he's always farting, Matt. Come on, yo. Can you stop? Let the boy who cooks, let him eat. Let him go to work. Chris Paul, let him go to work and facilitate. You'll still get your buckets. The people, they're just the selfish. God damn, yo. Anyways, we'll see how it plays out, man. This is their window. This is their actual time to get it together. All you Houston fans, this is the time for them to get it together. This is the one, out of all the times to not have a fight, this is the time. Why would you have a fight now? You could have fought other times. Now, when you see, oh, KD's down, oh, Clay's down, you should be smiling. You guys should be bonding, drinking champagne. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all should be doing. Come on, now fighting? Really? And I know this is out of context. I know all the reports are probably coming out now. I know this shit, Chris Paul, James Harden, all this fighting was happening right after they lost. But now after they seen the KD and them get injured, I know that's why they're trying to diffuse the situation. Because all this report, they're not going to report it during the playoffs because people don't care about it, aren't going to talk about it. So this is probably old news. This probably did happen, but it probably happened a long time ago. It didn't happen currently. Because I know, that's why they said James Harden and them they started finally texting now. They needed weeks off from each other. They were fighting, nigga, pass the ball, just yelling in the locker room, fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? And they're doing all of that. But at the end of the day, when they see KD went down, both of them had the same reaction. You know, oh, KD's down, I don't like it, but oh my God. He's Achilles? Sorry, KD, but next year? That's what they did. Sorry, KD, but next year? KD's my boy, but next year. Oh, Clay, oh my God, did we? Did we just win the championship? That's what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they're rekindling now, and they're trying to diffuse all the situation because it did happen. But you know, reporters, they pick and choose when they want to, hand the shit out. I know this shit happened a long time ago. There's no way that they seen the injuries that happened and they're fighting still. There's no way. I promise you. Because at the end of the day, whatever you say about them, Kryptonite's only been the Warriors. That's it. It's only been the Warriors. So they're not in the mix no more. They're not in the mix no more. So we'll see how this shit goes. We'll talk about everything else. You already know. I'm always going to be posting weekly. I'm still here. Oh my God. Even if you try to cut me off, I'm still here. Come on, man. Anyways, it's your boy. It's True Talks. Because True Talks, man. Share, like, subscribe. We out here. There's no drought here and there's no doubt here. I told y'all, man. There's no doubt about it. Let's get it. And we out, man.